Hey y'all, it's your girl T Louise, and you are listening to Twisted 20s. What's up, y'all? We are back after a long weekend, and I did not do an episode on Friday. I have been dealing with a lot of things internally, mentally, and emotionally that I felt like I had to address before I could even just clear my mind to actually do another episode. But I am back today, and I have cleared my mind this weekend. And this weekend, I have discovered that I am worthy and I am enough, and that I have what it takes and I am capable of having whatever I want in life, and I deserve everything that I want in life. And that is exactly what this episode is about. So let's get into it. So this weekend, I have just been battling with my own self-worth and appreciating who I am and not even realizing who the fuck I am. And I'm just going to start off with the definition of self-worth because a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people know exactly what it means to have self-worth or even what it is, what self-worth is. And it's the opinion that you have about yourself and the value that you place on yourself. And I think that that's a really big thing, because if you do not realize what your self-worth is, then how can you really go far in life? Your opinion of yourself, it messes with your view on yourself, and not only your view on yourself, but your life, and it messes with your mindset. So you definitely have to change your view of yourself. A lot of times when you're in certain situations, and I can give you an example. This same time last year, my mom and I were sleeping in our car. And my mom was praying. She was trying to manifest getting out of the vehicle, manifest things that I couldn't understand. And it was simply because I was in the situation that I was in. It was very hard for me to see past us sleeping in the car. I'm like, how can you be so sure that things are going to work out? And it's like, we sleeping in the car right now. It's freezing outside, and it was just very hard for me to see past that. And in the midst of that, I didn't feel like I was worthy of anything, because here I am back in another predicament like I have been before. The first time we was homeless, we never slept in the car, but we did stay at a shelter. But it was like, here we are again, we're homeless, but this time it's 10 times worse. That's how I felt. And I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel capable of changing my situation or my surroundings around me. And I didn't feel like I was enough. I felt empty. I felt broken. I felt like I wasn't going anywhere in life. I felt like I was never going to have anything in life. That's how I felt. And in the midst of coming out of that storm, and after losing my mom, I went through so many emotions. And I definitely didn't feel worthy when I lost her. What am I supposed to do now? I felt lost. I felt powered down. I felt like I had no power. And in the midst of these months and this year coming to an end, your girl has realized that she is worthy and capable of making anything possible for myself and my life. And I am enough. Miss Oprah Winfrey says that as you become more clear about who you really are, you'll be better able to decide what is best for you the first time around. And I think that is so good, because a lot of times we put up with so much BS that we really shouldn't put up with, but we put up with it because we're not realizing our self-worth. We're not understanding our self-worth. We're not understanding that we're worth more than what we're putting out. We're worth more than what we're allowing people to do to us, treat us, say to us. And I think that is a very good quote, and I'm going to say it again because I want to place that into my life and understand that as you become more clear about who you really are. I'm going to say that one more time. As you become more clear about who you really are, you will be better able to decide what is best for you the first time around. And that means if you got to cut people out of your life, if you realize that somebody ain't supposed to be there, family, friend, foe, it don't matter who you is, you got to go, because you are not bettering me. You are not bettering my life. And when you start to realize that, your life will become better. I know that I've had to make certain decisions and work on certain things in order to get to the next step in my life. A lot of times this ain't happening for us. This ain't happening. She got this going on. They got this going on. But you don't know what situations that they dealing with and have passed and battled with and have been able to accomplish. In my life, I know that I have certain tests. I call them tests. I'm real big on like stuff like that. I think when stuff is given to us in life, it's a test. And if we pass those tests, we get to move on. But if we don't pass those tests, we have to continue to live those tests over and over and over and over again. And I don't know about you, but I'm tired of having to learn the same lesson over and over again. Like, that is so irking. Like, I don't want to have to learn the lesson over and over again. I want to get it the first time around and that be it. And I want it to stick with me. So I'm going to say it again. As you become more clear about who you really are. I'm not talking about who you think you are, what identity you've had as a child. I'm talking about really dissecting who you are, your negative sides, your positive sides, finding out who you are deep within. You will be better able to decide what is best for you the first time around. You won't allow negativity to be in your life. You won't allow negative people to be around you. When you start to realize your self-worth and who you really are, you become more skeptical about who you allow into your life and into your groups, into your business, whatever adventure it may be. So you have to find your worth, find out who you really are, because when you do that, you find your self-worth. I say all that to say, if you got to write a sticky note on your mirror every day so that you can look at it every day while you're in the bathroom doing your morning routine, or when you get out of the bed, if you got to tell yourself, I am worthy, I am capable, I am enough, start doing it. Reprogram your mind, reprogram your view of yourself so that you can start getting some of those things that you're supposed to have in life. So you can start enjoying those blessings that you are supposed to have in life. Reprogram your mind. You are worthy. You are capable of reprogramming your mind. You are capable of creating the life that you want. You are capable. You are capable of starting a YouTube channel. You are capable of becoming an actor. You are capable of becoming a multimillionaire. You are capable of becoming an artist, a musician, whatever it is that you want to do. You are capable. You are worthy. You deserve it. You are enough. There is no other person out there like you. You are you for a reason. Start realizing your self-worth. Start realizing that you are capable to do whatever you want to do. If it's something that you feel is your purpose, is your passion, that is for you. You are worthy. You are capable of doing whatever it is that you want to do. As I end this episode, I just want everybody listening to this to know that you are worthy, you are capable, and you are enough. And I want you to say it to yourself. I am worthy. I am capable. I am enough. If you even got to say, I am motherfucking worthy, say that. Shout out to Olanike for that, because she said that on her podcast. And if you have not, females, download the Selfish Babe app and listen to her podcast. You can also find it on Apple Podcasts. But she definitely gave me the idea for this podcast itself. And not only gave me the idea, but she helped me to realize my own self-worth listening to her podcast. So if you haven't checked that out, it is called Selfish Babe Talks. I think that's what it's called. I am getting ready to look it up right now because I am not 100% sure. But you can download the Selfish Babe app, and you can listen to the podcast on there. But I want you to say it with me that I am worthy, I am capable, and I am enough. And if you guys are listening to this and you do not follow me on social media, you can find me on social media. You can follow me on Instagram at iam.tlouise_. That is where I post all about my podcast and my everyday life if you are curious to see what I am doing in my day-to-day life. The name of that podcast is called Selfish Babe, Selfish Talk Podcast. You can find it on Apple Podcasts. You can find it on Google. It's a really good podcast. I love it. She helped me to realize my own self-worth and gave me this idea for this podcast. And I hope that this podcast can reach anybody who's feeling like they're not worthy and capable of anything that they want to do in life, because each and every one of us are worthy and capable of doing everything that we want to do in life. Peace, love, blessings, T. Louise.